Hey, how's it going YouTube? I'm Landon Dallansing and welcome back to a brand new Most Amazing Top 10 video. We're getting right into this one. Inmates are constantly trying to smuggle in things into prison that are considered to be dangerous and illegal. They're contrabands. For the most part, these contraband items are found and confiscated, but sometimes they're able to sneak past the guards for a little while. So let's take a look at the top 10 insane items convicts were actually able to smuggle into prison. Sneaking into number 10 is a cat. To be honest, the prisoners had no interest in the cat, they were more interested in what was strapped onto him. I mean, poor little guy. So at a medium security prison in Brazil, the prisoners raised the cat and trained him to deliver contraband items. One night the cat was busted by the guards and he discovered that he had a pouch strapped onto his belly, and in that pouch they had 2 saws, they had 2 concrete drills, a headset, memory cards, cell phones, and batteries. And I'm like, oh. Like, is this real life right now? The guards never found out who was behind the smuggling attempt, and they probably will never figure it out. Because you know what? The cat is no snitch. Concealing itself in at number 9 is 30 contraband items stuffed inside of a condom. Neil Lansing decided that it would be a good idea to stuff his rectum with all of his necessities. However, during a routine search, the guards noticed that a condom was sticking out of his rectum, so they decided to look into his treasure chest to see what is going on up there. They found 17 oxycodone tablets, a cigarette, 6 matches, a flint, syringe, lip balm, condom. So they found a condom within a condom. I mean, goddamn Inception. A store receipt and a coupon. I'm not really sure why this person would have a coupon in jail. What are you getting savings on? Neil Lansing earned himself more jail time and also a spot into the Guinness World Records books for sneaking in the most things in jail up his butthole. You can't make this stuff up. Next up at number 8, we have tattoo needles. Gavin Stranger thought it would be an awesome idea to smuggle a bunch of contraband items into prison. He was able to smuggle all of these items into his rectum at once. He had a cigar lighter, rolling papers, golf-sized bag of tobacco, a bottle of tattoo ink, 8 tattoo needles, 1-inch long smoking pipe, and a small bag of marijuana, because why not? His rectum is bigger than Mary Poppins' purse. I bet he was hiding other things in there, but the guards just couldn't go deep enough. Ugh, did I really just say that? A gun shoots itself in at number 7. Apparently the rectum is a very popular location if you want to smuggle things into prison, and surprisingly enough, some people are actually able to conceal large and deadly weapons up their buttholes. Just like this North Carolina prison inmate who managed to insert a gun up his rectum. I don't want to picture this right now. He was able to successfully smuggle this gun into a prison despite the guards doing a full body search. It must have been up there. However, the next day the guards found the gun in his cell, and thankfully this 10-inch long gun was not loaded. 10 inches? I mean, really? Appearing in at number 6 is a cattle prod. For those who aren't farmers like myself, I had to research this one, Google search. A cattle prod is used to make cattle move by poking them with this device, and it uses a high voltage electric shock. This is one of the most unusual contraband items to have been seized. That thing has the potential to do some serious harm. I just hope this inmate was smart enough to not try to smuggle it into their own rectum, because imagine just you sit in the wrong position, like, yeah, that could be a very bad idea. Number 5 brings us to strippers. Oh man, I mean, can a stripper fit up a butthole? Well, that's right. We're talking about strippers here. Wealthy drug lords at a maximum security detention center in Miami came up with this brilliant plan to smuggle in some strippers. I kid you not, like real size, like women coming in. They had their lawyers hire the strippers, and they would pretend to be paralegals or legal assistants. These women would tell the guards that they need to speak with their clients privately in these like private rooms. You know, you can't go in there because it's confidential, lawyer, client, yeah, you know the whole biz. Well, these women would take off all their clothes, give lap dances, and do all their things that they need to do. Hopefully there's little buttholes involved in this one. But yeah, strippers were snuck into a prison. Escaping in at number 4 is a saw. Back in 1934, 5 prisoners from an Indiana jail escaped thanks to a saw that was smuggled into the prison. The leader, William Mason, received a new wooden prosthetic leg that actually had a saw hidden inside of it. Why didn't no one think to search it? Then the man used this saw to saw their way through the bars on the 2nd floor window, and they broke through some mesh and they jumped 12 feet to the ground in order to escape. I can't believe that is actually a true story. Okay, things get crafty in at number 3 with a person. So instead of being smuggled, into prison, because who would want that? Like those prostitutes actually smuggled themselves into prison. Well, this person attempted to be smuggled out of prison in a hot pink suitcase. Yeah, not to make it so so like conspicuous, let's go with the pink fluorescent where everyone can see it. Well, this woman was arrested for attempting to smuggle out her lover, who was serving a 10-year sentence for stealing a car. However, her plans was ruined when she was seen smuggling with the suitcase, which caused the guards to search her. She was immediately arrested, and the prison guards made the prisoner climb back into the suitcase for some photos because they thought it was hilarious. Sperm swims into number 2 spot on our list. So this was actually smuggled out of prison so the inmates can impregnate their wives while they're in jail. I mean, it kind of makes sense because you can't, you know, do it in jail, and they want to have a kid. It seems really awkward to want to smuggle out your, So the prisoners would put their sperm in a small container and stuff them into a plastic pen or even pitted dates. The wives had 48 hours. They had like a mission. They had to go to a fertility clinic and get the semen inserted. Apparently this has been successful because 50 babies have been born so far using this method. To me, this just sounds really weird and just gross. Finally, number 1, we have a grenade. An inmate at El Salvador jail was eventually caught with a hand grenade stuffed into her rectum. What if this like goes boom? First of all, why would you need a weapon like that in the jail? What are you about to do? What are you about to blow up? And secondly, are you freaking crazy? This is the last thing that I would want shoved up my bum. Anything else would do. This is the last place I would want to stuff a deadly weapon that can explode my butthole. Guards found this grenade that was the size of a golf ball during a routine cavity check. And oh, the guards also caught 16 inmates who each swallowed a mobile phone as well. I mean, what is wrong with the prisoners at this jail? Well, there you guys have it. Hopefully there was no explosion at the end of this video. Thanks for watching this one, and I'll see you guys all in a new Most Amazing Top 10 video.